And welcome back to Grandad Reacts, where today I've just took a little bit of a detour away from the Japanese metal I've been doing just lately. I've had a very busy day shifting gravel to lay on a new path, and I did just this afternoon I've done over 4 ton of gravel, and I've got another couple to do, then it's all done, but that'll be tomorrow. I would have done it tonight, but the shop closed, so that was it. So I'm not avoiding the work, but I'm glad I didn't have to do it. It was just nice to come home, have a dinner, have my shower and have a few beers, and I haven't got many left, so that's something I'll deal with tomorrow. Right, what am I reacting to today? Well, you've already seen it down on the title. I've reacted to a few songs by REN. I actually started off not with REN. I started with The Big Push, and that was an experience, and since then I've done a couple of REN songs as well, and I have a sort of an understanding of what he went through, what he's gone through. If you don't, well, Big Push was the band. He's Welsh born, but he lived in Brighton. I think he has some time in London as well. The Big Push was his busking band for any of my American viewers, busking street performers. And they're excellent. If you get a chance to listen to, just search through my playlist for REN. The Big Push. You'll be pleasantly surprised. It's excellent. It's all covers that I've done, but you'll be pleasantly surprised. And he was actually signed by a record company. I'm not going to go into the ins and outs of the record company, but REN became very ill. He'd spend all his time in bed, and what he had was an undiagnosed Lyme's disease. But because of the way he was acting, because of the way Lyme's disease was making him feel, he was diagnosed with psychosis and autoimmune diseases, and was actually on psychotic medicines. So if you get to stuff that I've reacted to before, which is High REN in particular, where he actually talks to himself, his good self and his bad self, and even such a serious subject to that, he still manages to put a little bit of humour in there. Worth a listen again. But there's a trilogy of songs where they sort of go into each other. To me, it's as if REN wrote the same song, then did it again, then did it again. And the song is about for a friend of his called Joe, who committed suicide a while back. So there's the song Suicide, How to Be Me, and the one I'm doing today, which is called For Joe. It is a bit of an emotional song. I have heard it, which is a good job, because I'm not going to break down in tears on camera. But really, it is that emotional when you know what it is that he's singing about. His friend Joe jumped off a bridge. It was so sad, and REN, I think, partly blamed himself, but if you know the history and you know what happened, he could not have been there to save his friend when it happened. So this is For Joe. Oh, another thing about REN is he's self-taught. He's learned keyboards, and he's learned guitar purely off YouTube. So I'm trying that, but I think he has something that I don't have, and that's natural talent. Hey, and he's a great voice as well. Great writer. And the following he's got. When he ended up going to Canada for treatment for his problems, and it was crowdsourced by his fans. I mean, this guy's a busker, and it was crowdsourced to pay for it by his friends, and he just grew from there. So please give REN a listen. He's deserved your attention. The guy's paid his dues. Again, please listen. This is For Joe. Live performance. Live. Most of his stuff is live. So here we go. REN. For Joe.
hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch. I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job. I locked my youth inside the trunk, inside the pickup truck, then dumped that whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped. I think about that sometimes, vividly. What it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in a world of possibility. Only one movement to expose our fragility. I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as hell. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Justin, Sega, Stevie and the fucking lads. I miss missing that. I numb myself to close the gap. I never even call them up. Distance is my plaster cast to tell the truth. The day you jumped, my childhood jumped too. But I still can't find the anger. All I find is missing you, man, I miss you. With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying, and holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine, not the way that it worked. I was late like a jerk, there's not a day where I can find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hearse. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you, absurd, fuck. Another domino, it falls. Across the way another's born. How you're supposed to raise a child and give it courage from a storm. In a world that is confusing, contradictions pave our flaws. Some will say we're only human, others judge us for our flaws. Some get born in sheets of satin, some get by in tattered clothes. Some will die before they live, that's just how the story goes. But for those of us still with us, who reside inside our hearts, tell them proudly how you feel. And for those of us who aren't, freckled angels stand strong, freckled angels live on, freckled angels climb higher, freckled angels still inspire, freckled angels won't forget you, teach me to live my life better. 13 years and still I miss you, now my wings are missing feather. Otherwise I'd come and join you, but for now I'm here on earth, stuck inside this mortal body, but for everything it's worth. Made me braver, made me wiser, made me stronger, made me true, made me face the world with courage, and that's all because of you. Freckled angels laugh the hardest, and their hearts, they are the largest. With their wings they fly the farthest, so I know you're gonna be okay. Freckled angels live the longest, and their minds, they are the strongest. Oh, their friends, they are the fondest, so I know you're gonna be okay.
I think I said that maybe I'm immune to this song now because I've heard it before. But every time I hear it, I think it's knowing and understanding the words that are coming. It's hits me every time. I shouldn't listen to it. I really shouldn't. So maybe that could be the last time I ever hear this song. Again, I say that about Dead Boy's poem from Nightwish, and I still listen to it, and I'll probably listen to it again. As I say, it's just knowing when he's speaking the words, and I'm knowing what he's saying and what he went through, and it's a beautiful, beautiful song. If you like what we're doing on this channel, please click like. If you don't like what we're doing, please click like. Share, comment, do what you like. That's broken me for the day. And even I said I know this song. I could sing the whole song, every word. I couldn't do the little jazz breakdowns in between. But Ren is an absolute talent, and I encourage you, if you don't already know him, to check out some of his other music, regardless of what genre. Because, well, if there's a genre of music that you like, there's a good chance Ren has done something in that genre anyway. So please take a look. Right, Grandad's done for the day. He's knackered. He fancies having a couple of beers now and just relaxing. I might even watch the TV, and that's not something I do very often. So I'll try and get this up for tomorrow morning. I'm recording this on the 21st of the 2nd, 2024. It's 8:15 in the evening, but I've already got a song to upload, and this will have to go up overnight because my internet takes forever to upload music. So this is Grandad wishing you a good night. Don't let the bed bugs bite, and careful of the Sandman who lives under the bed. That's creepy, huh? I'm going to have to play that again, Sandman. Bye for now.